students, this is Anusha, your science teacher, here with your topic acids and bases. We have completed, isn't it? What we have completed, which are acidic in nature, which are basic in nature, which turns blue to red and which turns red to blue, everything we have discussed. Now, in let us do 6 we will do. What we will do? Let us do 6. Let us do 6. So, you saw what are the indicators till now you saw litmus papers. We can say these are natural indicators. Turmeric, more beetroot, like this, hibiscus and all, mango leaf you saw. Now, we are going with another indicators now. Let us see what are those. These are naturally brought, isn't it? Now we will see another indicators. Take the substance those given in table 3 and test them with phenolphthalein and methyl orange solution. Here are new 2 names to you. They are asking you to check with the new 2 solutions. That is phenolphthalein solution. What is this name means? It is also an indicator. What is this? It is also an indicator. Phenolphthalein. 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 It's a big spelling. Phenolphthalein. Okay. And methyl orange. Methyl orange. These 2 also indicators. They are asking you to check. Let us check with all the substances. Take a small amount of substances in 2 test tubes. In table 3, what all are the substances given? Take it in 2 test tubes. Orange juice, lemon juice, grape juice, everything in 2 test tubes you take. Add 1 drop of phenolphthalein solution, colorless, methyl orange. Orange, name itself indicates it's an orange in color. So, what are the changes you observe? You are supposed to write. So, I will give you a clue. Okay. Before going to a clue, before going to a clue, let me tell you. Before going to the table, see, methyl orange. Methyl orange. Methyl orange. I will give you a clue here. So I asked you to do with table 3. I asked you to take table 3 all. Let's say orange. You take in 2 test tube. In 1 test tube, orange juice, right? Orange juice. Orange juice. Orange juice is there in 2 test tubes. Add 1 drop of methyl orange. 1 or 4 drops you can say. Phenolphthalein solution 4 drops. So it, as you know before itself, orange is to taste, it is acidic in nature. So it turns methyl orange to red color. And phenolphthalein solution remains colorless in the case of acids. Okay. Vinegar if I take. Suppose vinegar. In table 3 vinegar is there. Vinegar in 2 test tubes I have taken 5 drops or 6 drops of methyl orange, 5-6 drops of phenolphthalein solution. They turn into methyl orange red in color. Phenolphthalein solution colorless. Means in acids, in base if you say soap water, if you take methyl orange, phenolphthalein solution with the dropper, you add it. Then what happens? It turns into, sorry ma, it's what I said, soap water. Soap water. It will be yellow in color and it turns pink in color. So remember one thing. So you can enlarge this table by using what? Third table 3 experiments. And see, methyl orange, when it's added to acids, it turns into red. When it added to base, it turns into yellow. Remember once again, methyl orange will be orange in color. With acids, it turns in red in color. In base, it turns into yellow in color. And phenolphthalein solution, as it changes into color, base, it changes into pink. So these are the substances, those are called indicators. Those all are called indicators. And why we have to learn about this? See, the science is something which you relate to your day-to-day life. So if a magnesium is there, if we cut a lemon or citrus fruit, anything, orange or anything, you will get blood from that. You feel that it's a knife. How can it's a magic to see that blood is coming out of the lemon? It's nothing but he might have dipped in what? Methyl orange. So as citric fruit is an acid, it turns into red in color. So whatever you learn, you are supposed to connect with your day-to-day life activities. And acids, bases, all you have learned. So why it is used? Acid is there. If suppose some lemons, pickles or something, mango pickles are there. So if you are unknowingly, if you someone keep in the metal, you are supposed to say, you are not supposed to put it, because it's a metal, it react with the acids. And even the bases like ENO and all, if you feel acidity, so ENO or anything is taken, antacid, which makes your stomach neutralizes, not more acidic, not more base. So like this, you are supposed to connect to your day-to-day life with the science. And here are some questions given. You are supposed to answer these questions. And next one, let us do some more experiments. In this, I will show you one thing. See, take a natural acid, say lemon. See, we asked not to put pickles and all in zinc or copper. We are not supposed to put any pickles in zinc container, copper container, iron container, aluminum container. Why? Why is the question? Why? You have to ask every time, now why you should not keep? Yes, you should not keep. It's good, it is going to spoil. Why? What is the reaction happens there? So take a natural acid, say lemon juice. In 6 test tubes you take. And you add little bit of zinc crystals, lemon juice in all. In one you add zinc, copper, iron, aluminum, and some gas will be released from this. If you put matchstick near it, it is going to give you a pop sound. Why? Because when acid is reacted with these metals, zinc, copper, iron, a gas is released which gives out, catches fire with a pop sound. It's what? Pop sound it is going to. What is that gas released? Hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas is harmful to your health. You're not supposed to take. So that's why your cool drinks and all are also kept in a tin packet. Tins. Not purely metals. Those are not metals. If you keep in iron, if you keep in anything also, no. It's not good, because they are going to react with those metals. And they may spoil your food item. Remember very well. Before you are keeping your aluminum dishes also, if you make anything like pickles and all, aluminum dishes you are not supposed to keep, because hydrogen is going to release out. Yes, next. Do you know why are the inner sides of the vessels made up of brass or a copper coated? When some substances are kept in copper container for a long time, then a blue-green layer is formed in the inner walls of the container. Copper reacts with acids present in the substance and forms a blue-green compound. To avoid this reaction, the inner walls are coated with tin. So the copper vessels will be out. For water it's okay. For remaining any food item, if you keep it, the copper is going to react with that food item, and blue-green scales are formed on the food item. Which one? Blue-green scales are formed. Means blue-green color, like texture is formed, which does not good for your health. So blue green scales are formed. So they are, the copper will be outside, will be copper, and inside it will be coated with what? Tin. Outside it will be copper and inside will be tin, and in that you can keep any food item what you eat. Got it? For water it's okay. For water it's good. That's why they will ask you to drink copper water, which will be very very good to your health. It maintains a balanced temperature of the water and which keeps your health very good. So remember, copper, these all are very good, but only some, when you listen something you're supposed to, I said you already, science is something which relates to your life. So you're supposed to connect to your life. Next, acid rains. Acid rains are combination of carbonic acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These three combinedly form what? Acid rains. So from where you are going to get this acid rains? As the population is increasing, the pollution is increasing, the industrial waste is increasing, everything is increasing. Yes or no? Yes. Day by day, these are increasing. Due to the release of wastage of the industrial, we take it as very, what is there in that? There are some chemists who look after these and all. But see, the industrial waste consists of sulfur oxide, carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxide. They combine with the water in the atmosphere. So they are going to form as an acids, that is carbonic acids, sulfuric acids and nitric acids. From those we are going to get what? Rain, in the form of a rain we are going to get, and that rain will damages the buildings and all. It is very very dangerous. So what? This is your let us do 7. Let us do 7. In let us do 7, they ask you to take lemon juice. What is this? Lemon juice. Lemon juice added with marbles. Sorry. See, take lemon juice in 2 test tubes and add some of marbles to 1 test tube and eggshells to another. What do you observe? Bring the mastic near the test tube. So what? You add lemon juice plus marbles. So a gas is, these two will get reacted and a gas is released. When a gas is released, lime water, lemon juice is something different from lime water. When it is passed through lime water, I said calcium, I said isn't it? Lime water. When this gas is passed through the lime water, it has changed into milky white. Milky white. When a matchstick is kept near it, the matchstick has put off. Okay, so and this lime water is changed into milky white, which is when lime water changes into milky white, when some gas is added, then it is said to be which? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide will reduce the supply of oxygen. Even with the matchstick also, if you bring matchstick near to the carbon dioxide gas, it will put off. It will put off. And like that, for that only in your fire extinguishers and all also carbon dioxide gas is used. So when a fire, like in petroleums, petrol bunks or in oil industries, if fire happens, they don't use water to stop the fire. They are going to use a carbon dioxide gas which will cut off the oxygen supply and put off with a pop sound. So that you are going to learn with this. Okay, and the carbon dioxide with lime water is turned into milky white also, it is said to be what? It is a carbon dioxide gas. So lime water turned milky white, it is carbon dioxide. Now try to write the properties of acids and bases from your observation. We have seen a neutral solution have seen. Effect of no effect on indicators. We have also seen that acids and bases have opposite. See what all you have learned now. So if it is put off, if it burns with a pop sound, if it lights up with a pop sound, then we say it is a hydrogen gas. If a matchstick is put off with it is said to be carbon dioxide gas. and acids are served to taste. From now they are served to taste. What is that? More. When reacted with metals, acid with metals, what they will give out? Which gas they will give? They will give hydrogen gas out. Like acids, in lemon juice we have added zinc, magnesium and all, we saw it, right? Like, which gas is released? Hydrogen gas is released. So if acids are there, they will show opposite nature. See, acids will turn red to blue, blue to red, and bases will turn red to blue. Bases will turn red to blue and acids will turn blue to red. Got it? So now and neutral solutions will have no effect with any indicators, no effect with any indicators. So we can make now, shall I ask you one question? We can make neutralization solution with acids and base? When we say a solution is neutralized, if it contains no acidic property or basic property. If a substance contains, when we say some substance is neutral, if it contains not more acidic nature or not more basic nature, they are in equal ratio. They are not, no acidic is more or basic is more, is a neutral solution. With letters 2-8 we will learn this. Take a clean test tube. It's very interesting, please listen to me very carefully. Take a clean test tube using clean dropper and put 10 drops of hydrochloric solution acid. Take a test tube. What you take? Test tube. Now you add what? What you will add? Now you, with a neat dropper, you add 10 drops of hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Done. Added with a dropper. Next, add 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator solution. 2 drops of phenolphthalein solution. Phenolphthalein solution. So you know, when acid is added with a phenolphthalein solution, it becomes what? Colorless. Hydrochloric acid, 2 drops of phenolphthalein solution. It is now which what? Colorless solution. Listen very carefully. Colorless solution it became. Now, what is the color of the resulting solution? Colorless. As you know, phenolphthalein solution is added to the acid, it turns into no color. Now, add caustic soda solution whose concentration is equal to hydrochloric acid. Caustic soda is nothing but sodium hydroxide, you can say. Sodium hydroxide is a base. Now it is an acid, right? Caustic soda is a base. How much you have to add? 10 drops of this you have taken now. With that concentration only you take what? Caustic soda also. Sodium hydroxide, which is base. Now, drop by drop. After each drop, shake the test tube well and see if there is any change in color of the solution. After each and every drop, you mix it and see when any change is there. Till the change comes. Means what? See. After each drop, you need to shake it well. Keep adding the caustic soda drop by drop until the color begins to turn to pink. Means what? This is colorless, which is indicating it is an acid. You have added caustic soda. After adding each and every drop, you are shaking it and making sure that it turns into pink color. When it turns into pink color, when phenolphthalein solution is there, it turns into pink color. Means what? It became what now? This solution became what now? Base. It became what? Base. First it was acid. With the same concentration you have added caustic soda, which is base. It turns into pink till it turns pink, so it became base. Keep adding the caustics over, right? Add 1 drop of sodium hydrochloric acid and see if changes back to its original colorless state. If not, then add drop by drop. So next also, did it add 2 drops of hydrochloric acid. HCl means hydrochloric acid, and stir it well. If this pink color changes to colorless, okay. If not, add 3 drops. If not, add 4 drops till it changes to colorless. Now what again it became? It became acidic in nature. Now can you say what kind of solution? Check your claim with the litmus paper. On the basis of these experiments, can you explain how would you convert acidic solution into basic? If you are given a basic solution, how can you turn into acidic? In the above experiment, you might have noticed that if we add excess of base to the acetic acid, it converts into base. Similarly, we can see if it is more to the base, if you add more acid, it becomes acidic in nature. To the acid, if you add more base, it becomes basic in nature. So what happens? If you are given a solution of hydrochloric acid, how can you make it as a solution which is neither acidic or base? Means what? Neither acidic or base. You need to add in the same amount of acids and bases. If you add 2 drops of acid, 2 drops of base, 2 drops of acid, 2 drops. At last, the nature of acid or base is going to get nullified. If you have given the caustic soda solution, so with caustic soda solution is there, you will add hydrochloric solution and you make it as an neither base or acid. It becomes what? Neutral solution now. So when acids and bases are mixed in a definite proportion, they give a neutral solution. We can learn more about neutralization in higher classes. So acid, base, 2 drops, 2 drops, 2 equally. If you add acid and base, acid and base, acid and base, then it becomes a neutral solution which does not show any change with the litmus papers or indicators, and says that it is neutralization. Now it is what? Neutralization solution. It is neither acid nor base. So about neutralization, the higher classes more you are going to learn. I hope you understood this. We will go into the next topic. Fertile land organic manures. In recent years, the use of chemical fertilizers has increased. Though the use of chemical fertilizers increased, production, the basicity of the fertilization increases, produces it and change in the nature of the soil. Some fertilizers increase the acidity of the soil and some its basicity. Thus, use of natural organic manure is becoming more preferred these days. So what? Keep on, if you, to the land also, to the soil also, there will be acidity and basicity for the soil also. Acidity, basicity, day by day by using the chemicals, organs, not organic manures, artificial manures for the growth of good crop, for the fast crop. This is giving a lot of effect on the fields and the crops which they are growing. So the basicity of the soil is getting decreased day by day, and you need to go for a organic manure, not for the synthetic manures which are made with a high range of acids. Okay, next about salts, acids and base. Another one is also important. About this, only a little information you will have in this class, and later in 10th you will have a deep discussion. Salts, sorry, not salty, salts. What are these salts? Acids and bases, okay. Some substances are acids, some substances are base. What is this salt called? Let us see. We have seen in the process of neutralization, both the acidic and basic quantities are destroyed. Actually, when an acid and a base are mixed, a chemical reaction takes place and salt is produced. For example, neutralization of hydrochloric acid solution with caustic soda, sodium hydroxide solution, a salt, sodium chloride is produced. So production of the salt depends on the quality of the acid and the base by proportion of its specific manner. See, we have nullified the acidity or acid nature or base nature in the case previously by adding equal amounts of acids and bases. In previous example, we have added what? Caustic soda which is called as sodium hydroxide. Caustic soda, which is called as sodium hydroxide. And we have added which is base, and in let us do it in neutralization solution. And next one what you used is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. What is used? Hydrochloric acid is an acid in nature. Both we have added in equal ratio to make that as an not to have a basic nature or an acidic nature. So here what happens when acids and bases are combined with the proper proportion, a new thing is formed, that is nothing but salt, plus water is also formed. But in your textbook salt it is given, salt is formed. Which salt is formed? Sodium hydroxide, hydrochloric acid, both are reacted, isn't it? So sodium chloride is formed. What is formed? Sodium chloride, which is NaCl. Salt, common salt you can say. Sodium chloride is a salt formed by adding acid plus base. It is, so in proper proportion if you mix acid and base, then what is formed? Salts are formed. So remember, all the neutral solutions are not salt solutions. Sugar or starches are neutral but are not. See what we did when acid and base in equal amounts, if you do it, we say that as a neutralization solution. It does not contain acidity or base nature. But all the natures, all the things are not like that. All the acids and bases, when they combine, they don't form salts. Next, let us do 9. Let us do 9. Let us do 9. What is this? Let us do 9. Test the following salt substances with the red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. Record your observations in the table. Salt which change blue to red are acidic salts, and salts which change red to blue are basic salts. Some salts affect either blue nor red. It is a neutral salts. See, as we have discussed, acids plus base in a proper amount if you mix, a salt is given out. A salt is given out. If you test this salt with a litmus paper, if this salt changes red to blue, then it is said to be basic salt. And if this salt turns blue to red, it is said to be acidic salt. And some salts does not show any changes also, it is called neutral salts. And here are some given. Copper sulfate, it changes blue litmus paper, effects on blue litmus paper, it changes to red. And if you dip red litmus paper, there will be no change. Common salt, it is neutral, not acidic nor basic. Sodium carbonate changes, it is does not have any effect on blue litmus, but it changes red litmus paper. See, I will write it here. Cut. As I said, if acidic nature is more in the salt, when acid and base is combined, then it is said to be acidic salt. When if it is base is more, then it is said to be basic salt, isn't it? So copper sulfate is there. Effect with blue litmus paper, it changes to red. Effects of red litmus paper, it does not change. Common salt is a neutral, it does not have any change with the blue litmus paper or red litmus paper. Sodium carbonate, yes, it does not have any effect with blue litmus, it changes effects on red litmus paper. So this copper sulfate is blue litmus to red, which means that it is acidic in nature. Sodium carbonate is basic salt. Got it? I hope you got it. We will go with then. Let us do 10. Classification of salts. Collect some salts substances with the help of your teacher. You need to do it. If a laboratory is available, we might have done some of the acid salts, basic salts and neutral salts. I am showing you. Just see it. Next, see this one. Once you have a glance on this. Thank you, children. This is the end of your lesson, and in this lesson you have learned about what? Acidic nature, basic nature, acids turns blue litmus paper to red, they are sour to taste, importantly. And basics, red to blue, they are bitter to taste. And salts, from where in the proper proportion of acids and bases, when the acids and bases combine, then salts are formed. If the salt changes red to blue, then you say it is an basic salt. If it is blue to red, it is an acidic salt. No reaction with litmus paper. It is said neutral salt. These are the main things we have learned in this lesson about acid, bases, salts. Thank you, children.